Hey y'all, it is me, Cicely Renee, aka the Bougie Black Blogger, and this is Art Crawl, where I find inspiration and I take photos of it. I do a lot of traveling. I love going to art galleries and seeing, street art and just supporting the arts, right? I absolutely love it. Being an artist myself, I love to go and support other artists and events and stuff like that. And so with this video, this is the beginning of Art Crawl, where you will see different events. Like, it's hard to get around, and especially if you don't live in Texas, or if I go traveling and you're not there and I see something really cool and profound, I'll put it together in a video and kind of talk about what it was or what to expect or whatever the information that you need to have to see the video, right? So this is our first video for Art Crawl, and this is all about the Say Their Names Memorial here in Dallas. I'm going to read a little snippet on the Clyde Warren Park website. I had the opportunity to go see it a few days ago. It's definitely temporary, and I think today might be the last day. So I had to go. I've been just dealing with a lot of dealing emotionally, mentally, spiritually, even physically, dealing with all the stuff that is happening when it comes to, the police brutality and just the injustices and the many Karens that, we come across on a daily basis. So I've been dealing with that and just trying to figure out like different ways for me to, honor and do things for it. I know when I was in DC just this past weekend for my birthday, me and my cousins, we were just talking with our aunt, my aunt, their mom, and we were just talking about everything. And my aunt was like, well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to... And so I had to think about things that I'm already doing, because I'm like, we can kill ourselves trying to do things, which is fine, not fine. But it's just like, what are we doing right now? Like, we are probably doing a lot more than we give ourselves credit for. And so I was like, okay, I was thinking, I'm like, what am I going to do, or what have I already done? So thinking about, me as an educator, I'm a teacher in West Dallas. I teach Black and brown kids English, and not just English. Like, my classes are never just an English lesson. It definitely talks about, the news. It talks about, current events. We talk about empowerment, using your voice. So as an English teacher, I'm like, yo, you need to get on these words and be able to know, vocabulary to help you, vocalize your thoughts and your feelings in a profound way. And like, just because you're young doesn't mean you can't use your voice. And so I absolutely love teaching English, and just sparking their minds and picking at their values and their thoughts and their beliefs, and not like in a bad way, but just I'm asking continuous questions like, why do you think that? Like, I go deep and down, and so sometimes my kids get annoyed with me, but I'm just like, why would you even think something like that? I want to know, and not just me want to know, but I want you to know for sure why you have that mindset, that mentality. Like, where is it coming from? Is it out of fact? Is it out of, just opinion? Is it real? Are your opinions even based on any truth? Like, so that's one of the reasons why I love teaching English. But anyways, I was like, so what am I doing? So I'm like, I'm a teacher. I'm trying to do the preventative stuff, right? I want to make sure. Okay, sorry, I had to look at the calendar. I was like, what is today? But anyways, I was just like, what am I doing? And so then I was like, okay, I'm also a blogger. And so my platform has always been about uplifting people, right? Empowering, self-care, self-love, no hatred at all. Whatever it is, it's always about uplifting people. And I'm just like, I provide a platform for others to shine as well. So I'm like, I've been doing that. I have the podcast, and I'm like, okay, what else am I doing? What else am I doing? I mean, I feel like I'm a mentor, a role model for the youth and just people around. And I'm trying to like I see people. I literally, while I was in DC, I just had a long conversation with a homeless man, or a homeless creative. His parents were writers. He writes poetry. He was selling these newspapers, and we were just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just like hearing people like, what am I doing? I'm talking to people. I'm having conversations. I'm not judging them before I speak. Like, what else are we doing? And then now I'm just like, what else can I do? What else can I do? So I definitely want to make sure that I am honoring people, I'm lifting them up, and that I continue to use my platform for good. And I want people to see the good in the chaos. Like, there's so much happening, and I just want to make sure that I'm not spitting hate. I'm not, downgrading anybody or downplaying or demoralizing other people. Like, I just want to make sure that what I do is all about uplifting and empowering people to use their voice and be comfortable and confident. I put those two words together while speaking. So that's my little spiel. I'm going to show you some photos that I took. I did post some on my Instagram, so make sure you go check that out. Real quick, the Say Their Names Memorial was/is in Clyde Warren Park in downtown Dallas, a beautiful park. I absolutely love going there. This is a temporary memorial. The individuals listed below hope to encourage open dialogue, having that conversation, that was my extra word, while spreading a message of love, equality, compassion throughout the community and beyond. Emily Clark and Emily Clark Events and Alicia and Adam Rico of Bows and Arrow Flower came together to bring a version of it to Highland Park in June. And since then, it has been recreated at First Unitarian Church and University and some other places. So, I mean, people are doing things. I do love the fact that people, do things to build or have that conversation, because a lot of people aren't talking. And if they are, they're not talking to us, they're talking at us, or, trying to force us to believe something that is wrong, right? I'm a Black woman, and my Black life matters. And the fact that a lot of people, don't want to see that or value that or understand that. Like, I had a conversation, conversations y'all have talking with people. I was walking my dog a few weeks ago. I live in the suburbs, and so there's this cute place out here, and these women, it was like 2 white women, a Hispanic woman, and I think she's from the Pacific Islands somewhere. I forgot where she was from, but they were just talking. They were friends. They invited me to sit down and have wine and snacks, right? So I'm sitting with these women I don't even know, and we're talking about George Floyd. These women wanted to know how to talk to their kids, how to, they're asking their kids, how come you don't have any Black friends? You're half Black or you're half Mexican. Why don't you have Mexican friends? And so, like, it's just, I'm like, oh, this is good to have this conversation, this dialogue, and be open. And a lot of people, like, well, one woman was like, she heard someone say, I don't see color. And I'm like, no, I want you to see my color. I want you to see my past, my legacy, my ancestors. All that stuff is how I have been created, right? And it is beautiful. It is brilliant. And I need you to honor and respect that just the same way as we respect you and honor wherever you come from. And so we had a conversation about that. And so there's so much more that I want to say, but I just want to get to these photos. And it was a pretty gallery. It was very beautiful. And I hope you enjoy. And sorry for the long-winded message, but I'm challenging you to even just think about what you've already done, right? Like, give yourself grace, give yourself credit. Think about things that you can do, right? What are you doing right now And what will you do in the future when it comes to, Black Lives Matters, immigration, whatever you believe in? What are you doing? What have you done? And what will you do? And just have those conversations with people. So here are the photos. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to share, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. All right, peace and blessings.